A day in my life working on a cruise ship. I have been loving mornings lately ever since I started using these heatless curls. Super cute, I know you're jealous. And then I headed to top deck, which is truly the best way to start the day because look, literally no one is here. Maybe this is a little unconventional, but this is actually where I like to take notes on the shows. It's got to be done somewhere anyway, so why not top deck, at least until it starts raining. Here's a cheeky look at our theater. And guys, I have gotten so much stronger since being here. This is me doing a bluebird. Trust me, it is way harder than it looks. We do have our show tonight, but first we have some time in Coco Cay. Believe it or not, we go here 2 times per week, and it is part of my routine to make a little taco salad while I'm here. So yummy and full of guacamole. And then it is time for show time. Here's a little clip from our show tonight. Yay, so fun. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. I work on a cruise ship and things around here have been wild. Let me tell you why. For starters, guys, I was nominated for Employee of the Month. If you've never worked on a ship, they do a whole ceremony with food and the executive committee. Here's me with the captains. I've been working so hard lately, but it was still such a surreal moment because I've never been nominated for something like this before. But that wasn't even the best part of the day. For those of you who are new here, when I started my YouTube account, I honestly never thought there'd be anyone who would really want to hear what I have to say, but I can't believe it. I just reached 100,000 subscribers. Tonight I celebrated with a beach bonfire in Bermuda, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being here. As always, let me know if you have any questions and what you would like to see next. When you work on a cruise ship, sometimes I feel like this job enables you to put aside your adult responsibilities. For example, if there's ever any issue at all you have to do is call maintenance and they just come over and fix it for you. I actually feel like I've had to call them a lot lately, and let me tell you why. Just the other day, I got this new mattress delivered to my door. Even though I was actually sick at the time, I still had to do the swap. It wasn't until then that I found out that this mattress was way taller than my extension, so that'll definitely be something that needs to be fixed, but nothing will be worse than this. I was out with my friend for her birthday and stayed out until 3 a.m. I thought I was just quickly gonna go back to bed, but in the past I've actually talked about
my toilet does not work a lot. This is one of those times.
It's not stopping! Yeah, definitely had to call maintenance for this one, but eventually it did get fixed. Woohoo! What I eat in a day as a dancer working on a cruise ship. The first thing we're gonna do is work up an appetite at the guest gym. I'm gonna start with a little workout, and honestly I was so surprised to find out how nice the gym is here. Now it's time for lunch, and I was so excited when I found out it was Mediterranean Day. In the crew mess we have these specialty lunches every once in a while. Clearly Graydon is super excited about it. And today it was these little pita pockets. They were so saucy and flavorful, a great way to fuel up for the shows. Today we're doing Saturday Night Fever. Here is me in action. And then before dinner I had some work to do, so I prepared my favorite, which is a matcha latte. I ordered this whole kit on Amazon with matcha powder grown from Japanese farms. Honestly, it's always the best part of my day, and guys, dinner was so good. Tonight I went to the guest buffet, and today they have my favorite. The butternut squash here is elite. It's perfectly baked and just melts in your mouth. I had it with some fish Florentine and my signature salad. See you guys next time. I work on a cruise ship, and today I've somehow ended up here. Let me explain. Something you guys ask me all the time is, what is your job? One thing that keeps me very busy is being dance captain. It is my job to keep the show running when people get sick or injured, and let me tell you, this happens way more often than you would think. When someone goes out, I create a very thorough plan before bringing it to the cast to make all of the changes, but today's reblock put me in an acrobatic salsa number. Honestly, I worked really hard on this, but let me tell you, I never in a million years thought I would do this. And here's a little sneak peek. How much I spend in a day working on a cruise ship. This is an exciting cruise because it is a gorgeous day in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Thankfully, my good friend Graydon is Canadian and could show me the ropes, but I didn't expect to spend so much money here. I learned that lobster is super popular in this area, so of course I had to get a lobster roll. Next, I had to get the full Canadian experience with a beaver tail. If you've never heard of this, I'm pleased to let you know it's not a real beaver's tail. It's a soft and crispy bread that is sweet and covered in maple syrup. The sugar rush continued with an iced cap from Tim Hortons. I'd never heard of it before, but apparently it's a big deal in Canadian summers. At this point, I thought I'd spent a lot of money, but that was only the beginning. These Lululemon pouches are my lifeline on ships, so I had to get the one in the lighter color, but this ended up being a segue into some summer shopping. Let me tell you, packing to live on a ship is super difficult, but I quickly realized that I did not bring enough summer clothes. I definitely ended up spending a lot more than I planned, but thankfully the conversion rate helped me out a lot, and it was an amazing day. How much I spend in a day working on a cruise ship. A question I get asked all the time is, what do I spend on accommodation and food? Well, today is a sea day, so let's find out. When it comes to my cabin, you may be surprised to find out that it's 100% free. It comes with the job and there's no fees deducted from my paycheck. This goes for most of the food as well. All meals in the mess are free, and personally I really enjoy it, but the only time I do have to pay is when I want to go to a specialty restaurant. But don't worry, I do get the employee discount. Today I'm going to Izumi, and if you've never been here before, it's a modern Japanese restaurant and I'm obsessed. A lot of people are surprised when they find out that I've lived in Japan for 3 years, so I definitely know my way around Japanese food. I actually even just posted a video about all my favorite foods to eat there. Although I wouldn't call this authentic, the options are so delicious and flavorful. It definitely reminds me of my home in Japan while I'm out at sea. My day in the life working on a cruise ship. If you missed my cabin tour, here's my little home. Today's gonna be a busy one, but now I'm getting ready for a Q&A session that we do with the guests.
My name is Allie.
I swear a lot of you guys still don't know what my job is here, so let me show you. This is a show that I'm in, and it actually has tons of flying. So we need to do things like safety inspections, aerial conditioning. Honestly, I couldn't even do one pull-up when we started, so this is kind of a big deal for me. When rehearsal is done, my afternoons always consist of admin work. Today, I was here for a couple hours before having to start putting my makeup on, and this is the girls' dressing room. This is where we get ready before the show, and I actually wanted to show you guys a little sneak peek. The show goes through the different elements like fire, water, wind, and I don't know what this one is, but it's kind of a lot on my body. My muscles quite often end up in a lot of pain, which is why I've been going to the hot tub with my pal Graydon after the shows. It is so relaxing, and that's it for today. How much I spend in a day working on a cruise ship. This is an awesome day because it is my first time ever in Harbor Maine, but I didn't expect to spend so much money here. At least the tender boat off the ship was free, because getting around the national park was definitely not. I learned that bikes are the best way to explore, so of course I had to rent some. But guys, I did not pack for this cold weather. I only really brought some summer stuff, so I ended up buying a beanie, which made the ride so much more enjoyable and cozy. And yay, the final highlight of the day was getting the local lobster roll. I split one just to try it, and overall it was an incredible fall day. I work on a cruise ship, and a question I've been getting a lot lately is, what are you doing after your contract? Well, I'm currently 10 months into a 14-month contract, so I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time at home, but not in the way you'd expect. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to live and work in Japan for years, so I'm planning to go back and visit. Honestly, I love Japan so much, and I'm even hosting a group trip while I'm there so I can share a piece of my home with others. It's almost full, but I'm thinking about maybe adding another one, or even adding another location around the world. Let me know what you think. A day in my life working on a cruise ship. You know it's going to be a great day when you start off with a drill. We always do these at least once a week, but at least I have friends. And then I meet even more friends when I do the backstage tour for the guests. Fun fact, if you do the tour on my ship, there's a 33% chance it'll be me. And before you know it, it is time to get ready for the shows. But during this show, I'm actually understudying the mom because she's currently out. Last week's understudies were this and this, so honestly this look is quite the difference for me. And it only got more exciting from there because I had just made this massive plate of food for myself between shows when I found out someone got injured. So I dumped pretty much all of my food out, reblocked the whole show in 30 minutes, and it still ended up being a pretty great show if I do say so myself. How is the food in the crew mess? Well, great question. As a cruise ship guest, there are some really elaborate dining options on board, but for the crew members, it is a bit different. The crew mess is where all of the employees eat on the ship, and personally, I really enjoy it. My favorite part is the salad bar and the fruit selection. I eat apples every single day. They're so sweet and juicy, but I will say it's definitely hard to please everyone.
Do you know about how many crew members that you feed every day?
Yeah, we feed almost 1,400 crew members per day for one meal.
That's a lot of people.
There are so many nationalities and preferences to accommodate for, but the F&B team is honestly amazing. On Thanksgiving, they even prepared turkey and stuffing for the 7 Americans. So what do you guys think? Here's a story that might just change your life. Today I was filming a video and a stranger thought it would be so kind to make fun of me. And to my surprise, I actually didn't care, but it made me think of her. This is me. This is the first time I was ever filming a video, and past me would not have been okay in this situation. Believe it or not, it has taken me years to feel confident filming in public, but guys, this is such a good reminder that it doesn't matter what other people think. If anyone thinks you're stupid, that's great for them, but it's your life. And thanks to slowly growing out of my comfort zone, I now have an audience of over 500,000 people, and I make over $10,000 per month doing what I love. So yeah, here's your reminder to live your life to the fullest and do what makes you happy, but also be nice to strangers doing the same thing for themselves.